Greetings. Tony from Old River Hardgoods again. Well, the music you're listening to is Stones of the Lost, 24 CD, Eternity Bridge. As always, there's a link to the full version and a YouTube video I made performing it down there in the description. In today's video, we're going to take a look at a recent trip I made down to the MWTCA Association's Area P Meet down in Strasburg PA. Of course, this was originally started in York, PA, and I got a lot of history with that. So, and I'm also going to toss in a few more flea market segments, stuff that I never got around to posting from last year. So, sit back and enjoy. Well, the first tool show I ever went to was the inaugural Midwest Tool Collectors Area P Meet in York, Pennsylvania. That would be January 1995, so 31 years ago. And on Saturday, Barry Herschella had an auction at some small fire hall somewhere around the area. And then on Sunday, the show was actually held at the Agricultural and Industrial Museum in York County. It's a great place for the event. And I have some pictures. I had some pictures from back then, from those years, but they seem to have gotten lost. So there's a picture of me tailgating at the 1999 event. By then, I'd moved from York County up to Carbon County, PA, and the club would get a block of rooms at the one hotel at a reduced rate, and we'd stay there. We'd do room sales. We'd tailgate, and then, of course, Barry would have his auction there later in the afternoon. This is a picture of me from that same event, set up in the museum. That's my pile of tools. Note all the wooden planes. That was my thing. And here's a shot of what the show looked like from the upper stairway. I mean, there were people set up down there all along the halls and stuff like that. I mean, it was really, really big deal. By 2000, they had moved the show up to the hotel where we were staying. I forget the name, what it was called back then. Kind of at the intersections of Route 30 and, Route 83 there at York. But anyways, and you can see, again, it was a really, really big event, and a lot of people would come through those halls. And I've been kind of an on-again, off-again member of the club over the years. Yeah, I know, Jay, I should sign back up again. But this current meet day didn't require you to be a member. It was just, you paid the money, you got in the door. So off I went. Well, it's Saturday, January 24th. Here we are at the Strasstown Fire Company, where the Midwest Tool Association, MWTCA guys from the area having a meet, tool sale, some of the exhibits, stuff for sale. I bought pretty good, got a few things. Most tools I bought the past 2 months, matter of fact. So, paid up for a little few, but exhibits. Kind of see a lot of the old familiar faces. Nice display of squares there. Various tools.
I always got a kick out of the base of the mountain, right? And then you get to the top and it's like snow amazing. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, well, I told
My buddy Dan Linsky's table. Got some stuff off of him. Of course, the market's so soft. There's things I would normally take a chance on. For some reason, everybody's dingle stocks are priced right there, made of gold. And I guess the days of me buying them for 10, 15 bucks ain't going to happen anymore unless I get real lucky. Martin Donnelly.
Fair enough.
Are these for Sam Martin?
The gloves are.
He was a decoy maker. And I think he just had some stuff when he wanted to make it. He's got a beautiful look to it. You know, just the patina.
Spent some money, bought some tools, shook a lot of hands. About time to hit the road, I think.
I remember going to class.
I don't know what's going to see Reggie Man, but it's 7 base out there. This one's trying to catch up. That has a red ball. It hasn't been.
And the ride down was pretty spectacular once the sky kicked in. I mean, it was just gorgeous, gorgeous, miles after miles of color. And the folks on Facebook know me for my amateur photography that I'm posting there all the time. But I managed to take this picture just as I got into Lancaster County. Complete with sunrise, complete with an Amish horse and buggy off there on the right. I think that's a pretty nice picture. So, well, first Sunday in November, 32 degrees Fahrenheit, and first day of my winter run just to the Augsburg Flea Market. And, you know, I average there about one good weekend a month at best, and hopefully this wasn't my just one good weekend, but I guess we will see. But pickers were pretty solid. Starting with this super, super nice Miller Falls tea auger handle. I mean, yeah, a little bit of patina up there and there. I'm not going to do too much cleaning, just maybe a little detailing on it, but that has to be one of the nicest one of these guys I have seen in a long time. Still has the decal. Chuck is signed. I mean, those are few and far between. Something else been hard to come by, Stanley 151 spoke shave. Lots of blades left, although I might have to do a refinish job on it. But we have the technology. 3/4 inch corner chisel. Didn't look for a name yet, but that's going to take some cleaning. But again, I got a 1 inch out there I need to work on too. Nice small hand-forged pick head. I said pick head. Take the beans out of your ears, but that'll clean up real pretty like. Proto. Drawbore pin. Not too bad a shape. Stanley. Number 20 TS, 8-inch tri-square. TS stands for Trade School. They made a TB and a trade bevel, and they also made a marking gauge too. All with maple handles. This one's got some staining on it, but whatever. Tri-miter square. Didn't see a name on that one. Don't know if that's a Stanley or one of the, I forget the patent. This one's probably going to be a basket case, but it came in a pile. A 4-inch square. Pretty rough. Hey, sometimes I walk on water and sometimes I'm up to my neck, so you never know. This is number 436 Starrett 6-inch micrometer. Not too bad. A fairly clean number Starrett 490 protractor head. Everything's good on it. Might need a little polish in here. That's going to be ready to roll. A pair of hand-forged coal tongs. Unfortunately, some fool decided to vinegar or dip clean them, and but let's see if we can take care of some of that. And last, see if I get the lid off here without making a mess, is a GTD tap and die set. I normally don't mess with these. I mean, they just, you know, I'll probably look online and see that they're probably selling for what I paid for it, which wasn't that much, but too many idiots giving this stuff away. Yeah, it's got a little crusty, but it'll clean up all right. And like I said, it's complete for the most part. So, nice wooden box. But we shall see. But anyways, hey, for first score of November, not too bad. Here are my pickings from going down to the MWTCA Meet. Got some stuff, didn't go too crazy, but had to make it worth the trip, right? Anyways, this looks like it originally started life as a Sandusky straight rabbit. Somebody fitted with an iron sole and added this movable fence, also with an iron piece of iron on the front. Pretty neat, if you ask me. A pair of look to be user-crafted complex molding planes. Both have the same user mark on them. That one could be Apple. This one I'm not sure. That one might be Beach. But they're both in really nice shape and a little clean. They'll be just fine. Sorry about the cough. Got this super neat hand-forged slate ripper. Be in there. Nail claw on the backside. You don't see that too often. And not too big, so it won't get into the oversized shipping. Although it's a little heavy, but first one I've ever seen like that. Another hand-forged item. This snow knocker. If you don't know what that is, these would be hung off of the harness to use to knock the snow and ice out of the hooves of the horse's hooves. I can talk. Been up since 4:30. Pretty clean Stanley Augubit depth gauge. A somewhat uncommon Taylor patent iron brace in the 6-inch size. You see the 7s and the 8s, but that's the first one I've seen in 6-inch that I can remember. The tab does work and it's in there, but at some point somebody decided to also add a screw on the side. So, pretty neat. That'll clean up okay. Probably be here for like a year and a half, but you know, what are you going to do? I might keep this guy. Kind of neat. User-made small screwdriver. Pair of solid handle stitching awls. This one's marked Old Booter. This one's a Royal. I've had these before. Heavy duty for sure. 3 of the smaller perfect handle style German made screwdrivers. Rosewood handle, rosewood tool handle. Got some of the bits inside, not too bad. Most of the plating handle's got a few checks. A mill knife, rosewood again. Somebody replaced the screw on it, looks like. Usually there's a set screw, although it sticks out too far. So I might try trimming that off. And it's not going to be perfect, but it's kind of neat. 1/2 inch to the outside. A screw box, no tap. But hopefully those screws will come out so I'll be able to at least inspect the inside. A PSMW. Outside caliber, looks to be 6 inches. And a Raybone, which I paid some money to get. 2-foot folding brass blacksmith rule. Not too bad. Those are pretty scarce, so hopefully that won't be here for until next spring. But hey, this is the best batch of tools I've hauled in here in quite a while. Well, it was a cold November morning at the flea market. like below freezing type cold. No wind. Sun was eventually going to come out, but still was cold. Wasn't much to be seen, but I managed to grab a few goodies. So, anyways, got a pair of blacksmith tongs with these jaws for holding round stock, 2 different sizes. I had a bunch of tongs there, but yeah, that stuff ain't selling and I ain't buying. So, Miller Falls tool handle. Definitely need some cleanings, but got almost a complete set of bits in there. Funky looking perfect handle screwdriver. I've seen this style before. Don't know who made it. Might need a little straightening of the tip. We'll see. Another funky item is these pliers, which I think are for glass breaking. But with the offset jaws like that, it's kind of neat. A North Brothers 2101 12-inch brace. Definitely need some cleaning, but chuck and ratchet are good. That's all that matters. And 3 blacksmith heads. A big swage. Definitely has some wear and some use. This is one for forming star drills. Again, the striking it has some carnage that I'm going to need to work on. And an upset head. It's got a little bit of a groove in there and definitely has some carnage. So I'm going to be doing a lot of grinding on those guys. But hey, you know, some days you just take what you get, right? And just a reminder that the annual Patina Tool Show and Auctions coming up on Saturday, March 14th, 2026, down in Damascus, Maryland. They're able to get the people to run the show, which was somewhat in question at the end of last year, but people pulled together going to make it happen. Of course, I discovered that the hotel I stayed at for the past couple of years, which is actually pretty nice, is now closed. So I still got to sort out someplace to stay on Friday night. But anyways, if you're in the area, it's definitely one to go to. Well, that's all for this one, folks. I hope you enjoyed our little presentation here today. And as always, if you like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button to be notified when new videos are posted. Thanks for watching, and bye.